What's going on, family? For those of you that don't know, my name is Kieran T Davis, and I'm putting this video out here with the intentions on helping as many people as possible. And I ask that God uses me to speak through me in a way that resonates and connects with those for whom this video is for. Right? In this video, it's in my spirit to speak to you guys on a certain topic, and shout out to my brother Malik, Purpose Driven Man, who encouraged me to touch on some of the topics that he touched on, and I wanted to add this in because this connects with me, man. This connects with me, and he called it man child, so I'm gonna call it man child too, right? Man child. This is for anybody who is technically by age a man, but is by behavior a child, right? And you're like, okay, well, how do I know if I fall into this category? I'm not going to put anybody in this box, but what I will do is I'm going to say some things that you should be looking in the mirror at yourself about, man. If any of these things, if any of these things you do, right? So let's say this for 100,000%. Now there's certain situations where you might have to go back to your moms, go back to your parents, go back to your grandparents, whatever the case may be. And I think that line is thinner for women, but when it comes to men, nah. So I'm going to say this 100%. If you're over 30 and you live with your mom, you're man child. And again, I don't know your personal situation. I don't know exactly what you're going through or anything like that. What I'm saying is, set aside from any of that, especially if you have never moved out. Is basically what I'm saying. If you never moved out of your parents' house and you're over 30, you're a man child. And I would even say 25. At 25, it's like, okay, bro, what's your plan? What you got going on? What do you got going on? Because see, you gotta understand, you can't even get. You can get a girl. I ain't gonna say that, you know what I mean. But how are you gonna be able to take care of your responsibility, take care of your family, when you don't even know what it's like to even pay bills. You don't even know what it's like to actually budget, right? You never had to take care of anything, so it's like you're still leaning and depending on your mom, still leaning and depending on your father. You're a man child, and most women will look at you and think the same. Like, what? It's just not going. It's not gonna hit, my boy. It ain't gonna hit, right? Another thing, if you're going through life and you don't even have no plan, if you wake up every day and you're just on autopilot, you just straight NPC vibes, right? And you're just reacting throughout your day, you're a man child, right? As a man, we have to have some sort of purpose, some sort of focus. You have to have some sort of plan for your life. What are you working on right now in your life? You're telling me you're not working on nothing? There's nothing you're working on. You're not in school, so you're not focusing on your grades and your studies, right? You don't have any children, or do you have children? Are you focused on the betterment of your children's future? Well, that means you got to be better so that you can be better and do better for them, right? Do you have a career and you're developing in your career and you're learning new skills and you're building new and you're helping the company grow, right? What are you focused on every day? What are you focused on every day? Or do you just get up and you work some rinky-dink job that you don't care about, that it's not challenging you, you're not developing any skills, you're not learning anything, right? And you just go home and you want to play the game. You don't take care of your health, you don't take care of your body, you're not working in the gym, you're not focused on developing in the gym. You don't read any books, you're not focusing on getting smarter, not focused on gaining knowledge, right? Right? You're not active in the church, so you're not actually doing anything in the church. You're not developing any, and you're not adding any value there, right? What are you doing day in and day out? As Marcus Aurelius said in the Meditations, he said, were we born to lie in bed and seek comfort? Is that what men were born to do? Or were men born to get up and work and be productive, right? And add value to the community. Add value, right? And that's not word for word. That's my interpretation of it. My interpretation of it. What were you born for? Were you born to just play video games? Right? And it's no knock to video games. I'm just saying that because I know that's what most of you guys are just doing with your free time. You're just playing video games. Because I think free time is literally free time. And understand that time is the most valuable thing you have. So the big difference between a man-child and a man is the understanding the value of your time. You don't understand the value of your time. You take your time for granted. And if you take your time for granted, you take everything that you do with your time for granted. Because your time is the most valuable thing. You say, how is time the most valuable thing? Okay, if I give you $1 million right now, but I said that you're going to die in 24 hours, you take the $1 million. And anybody who says yes, you just close the app. Just close the app. Just close the app. Get out of here. You're doomed. You know what I mean? Time is the most valuable thing. However, and I'm not saying not to work a job that that you just have right now to get by and take care of what you gotta take care of, but it's like I'm negotiating all pays. I'm negotiating all pay rates, 100%. I didn't care if I was it's my first job, man. Hey, you starting everybody else off a minimum wage? How can I get an extra $1? Because my time is valuable, and they not even smart as me. They don't put in the same amount of work. They don't. Well, I'm not about to be getting paid what you getting paid. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I done did the work. I done put in the time. I done read the books. I done jumped off the porch. I done took the risk. I done, a lot of y'all haven't done anything. You've only done the bare minimum. You never challenge yourself. You never push yourself. You never try to raise the bar. You only do the bare minimum. I'm so pumped up right now to go to the gym because my last workout, I'm doing my bench press. I'm like, man, I've been lifting this weight and like it feel easy, man. I'm on my third set, and usually, I'm like, my last couple reps. This time it didn't do that. So I'm excited to go and see how it is when I add 10 pounds to these 3 sets, see how that go. I'm excited to see how I feel because I'm getting stronger. I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? But man, what are y'all doing with your time though? It's just like y'all not putting in no work. And this is the main thing that man's like, a man child. You're just an NPC. You're just an NPC. You're an NPC. You're a bot. You're AI. You just like, because as a man, you should have the intelligence to have some sort of intrigue, some sort of focus that you're focused on, that you're pursuing. I love occasionally growing up, my older brother was very, very into anime, and I didn't appreciate it until an adult. And I don't watch TV as much, but a lot of the times I love just got really into it, man. All my brothers are into it. I'm the second oldest of 5 boys. And there's this show, Solo Leveling. And I particularly enjoyed this show because I love things that highlight and pinpoint the significance of developing yourself. Because in life, you literally have to develop yourself. You don't start off max attributes, right? And in life, unlike animes or video games, RPGs, whatever, you're playing 2K and you're building out your mind. Like, regardless, set aside from those things, there's so much more attributes that you can actually develop in real life. Life is the greatest game that you will ever play. But y'all be focused more on the actual fake game versus the game of life. Real life, right? How much money you make? That's all part of the money making game, buddy. How much information you have? That's all part of the knowledge game, right? And they're all, and I'm saying attributes, but there's a certain career, there's a certain path, there's a certain quest that you got to go through to gain these attributes, to gain these skills. You know what I mean? And it's like, which ones have you done? Which ones have you cleared? Right? Which quest have you cleared? What? Even all the video games you playing to build dexterity or whatever the case you think you're building, you don't do anything with it but play more games. And now I'm not saying I'm using games because it's like it's not like people are making building careers off of this and things like that. If that's the case, if you're productive with it, yes, but you should still do other things out of that. You just don't want to be like a freaking a fucking video game player and that's all you do. Nah, man, you can win in all areas of life, man. I don't care about. That's another thing too. A man child think that money make him a man. A man child thinks that money makes you a man, and it doesn't. Right? And make sure we still. Let me check. Make sure everything's still good. Make sure we still locked down. Okay, boom, boom, boom. A man child thinks that money makes them a man. You know. What Kendrick say on that thing? He said, you thought the money, the power, and the fame would make you go away? You thought the money, the power, and the fame would make you go away. You still a man child. You still a little boy. You still a crybaby. You still do lame shit. So it's like, that don't change you, man. Once a lame, you always a lame, right? Right? Money can't unlame you. Money can't unlame you, right? Now, what's lame? What's lame can be different to different people. I think lame is when people just go through life doing the bare minimum. They don't push themselves. They don't even try. They don't take no risk. They don't apply themselves. They don't apply no pressure to nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Failing don't make you lame. That make you real, right? Because if you never fail, you never challenge yourself. If you never fail at anything, you've never challenged yourself. You never even played no sport. Or you play sports, you're going to fail a lot. That position you wanted to play, you didn't get it. You ain't starting. You on the bench. Right? Coach done put you on defense. You came to play running back. You played D-line. You failed. But you tried. You showed up. And you know what you did? You done found love for this new position. You feel me? You done found love for this new position. You locked in. Oh, I ain't never got rejected by no girl. Hey, all the girls you probably shoot at is probably like duds. You know what I mean? They probably ain't. And no disrespect, all women are beautiful. All women are beautiful. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I'm trying nobody feeling or nothing. I'm just saying. You're not shooting at all the girls you want to shoot at. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's been some girls that you're like, ooh, she fine. Nah, I'm cool. She ain't my type. She obviously got a man. Nah, man, shoot your shot, my boy. Understand? Right? And I'm sitting on this because this is the biggest thing in my opinion. What's another thing, man? Another thing too, that you don't have any emotional intelligence. You don't have any emotional intelligence. Everything grinds your gears. Everything tee you up. Everything piss you off. Everything make you angry. You want to explode over everything. You don't know how to have a conversation. You don't know how to talk about how you feel. You don't know how to put words together. You don't know how to articulate anything. And therefore, you just, whenever you feel something that's unpleasant, you explode. You want to run away. You want to shut doors. You're a child. What children are you going to raise with that type of behavior? What woman is going to look at you with respect and want to follow your lead when you are impulsive, when you are belligerent, when you don't know how to behave when you feel emotional? See, as men, there's a couple things we got to master, and this is all people, but I'm speaking to my brothers when I say this, that you want to master your flesh. What I say is the fleshly desires. because the flesh is not smart. You understand? The flesh is what makes people obese and makes people die from high blood pressure and diabetes and things like that, right? This is what the flesh desires. The flesh is going to fall for lust, and it's going to ruin your marriage. It's going to ruin your relationships because you think that it's something different. And to be honest, unless it was, Lord have mercy, God forgive me, because I'm really about to be on here just talking, saying whatever. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to wow, but I'm just saying, like, listen. Unless you ain't get her turned on enough, I ain't never had no bad sex before. I ain't never had bad sex. So I'm gonna like it. Period. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna like it. Right? You don't gotta. Don't. You're a child that you want to cheat on your wife for what? You want to cheat on your wife for what? She needs something different. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Is she gonna do something different? Like, no, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. You need discipline. You need to master. You need to master your flesh, right? The spirit is high, is on a higher plane than the flesh is. You know, and you need to be able to master your emotions, because emotions are liabilities in high stakes situations. What do you mean? Emotions are liabilities in high stakes situations. Yeah, when you're running and operating a business, you don't maneuver and act emotionally and impulsively. That's just not good for business. When you're dealing with partners, you're dealing with other companies, you're dealing with other business owners, and you're dealing with investors and things like that, you cannot maneuver based on how you feel and emotionally. You will lose. You will lose. That's the fastest way to lose, right? Not saying that you're not going to feel. I'm not telling you to become emotionless and become a shell. No. I'm just telling you need to know how to process how you feel and understand how you feel and understand how to, I'm going to sit on that. I'm going to take that with me. You know what I mean? I see what you did. And this is what it made me, and this is what I think about that, But I'm going to note it. I'm going to keep record of it. But what I'm not going to do is try to act out and ruin things. Right? Men focus on things that they can control. Focus on things they can control. Because it is a waste of energy to focus on things that are outside of my control. Right? And I'm going to do everything that is in my power to stay on top of what I can stay on top of. You understand what I'm saying? Men don't put other men down. It is not my intention to put anyone down. It's my intention to lift others up. You gotta know the difference. It's called constructive criticism. And men have to learn how to take constructive criticism. Because if no one can speak to you in a way that can help you grow and help you improve, then who actually wants to be around you? Because whenever somebody calls you out on the shit you're doing, you want to cry and you want to whine and you want to play victim, or you want to say, well, you did, or what about when this happened, or what about this? Hey, brother, we're working on that, and I want you to hold me accountable too. But what we're not gonna do is shift the blame and pointing fingers because you just did this, and we're talking about that right now. And can you acknowledge this? Can you acknowledge this to be a problem? Can you acknowledge this? Can you acknowledge what I'm saying? Are you gonna make an attempt to grow or be better, or am I making this up? Are we making this up? See, some of y'all, no one could even say anything to y'all because it just make y'all cry. It make y'all cry. Y'all don't know how to take constructive criticism. You don't know how to take constructive criticism. So you never gonna grow. Right? A lot of y'all say, this is just who I am. Nah, fuck that. This is who you choose to be. This is who you're choosing to be. You decide. It's not saying that It's not saying that things ain't gonna make you feel away or you can just wake up and be somebody totally different. No, it's a process, but we all can improve. It's a process to it, but we all can improve. You're deciding not to improve and you're deciding to be this way, which is not the best version of yourself. And I cannot applaud you on that. You're being a coward. You're being a little kid. You're being a boy, not a man. You're being a boy, not a man. Right? So when other people don't want to be around that, right? Another thing too, man, how far we is, because I'm cooking. How far we is. I'm gonna end on this. And we might have to do a part 2, I don't know. You feel entitled. You feel entitled. Mommy, daddy, they done spoiled you, and now you think you're entitled to something. You think you're entitled to something. Some of y'all can't even take a girl out on a date without expecting her to have sex with you. That's entitlement. That's some type of privilege that you need to get up out of you. See, I do things intentionally. Not because I think I'm going to get something back. It's just because I'm just real, I'm just solid, I'm just genuine. And I'm doing this because I want to. And I'm doing this because I see value in that person, right? I'm doing this because to build a relationship, to build a connection. It's not to see what I can get out of you. A lot of y'all can't do anything, y'all can't do any acts of kindness without expecting something in return. You're so entitled. You're so entitled. And the moment you don't get whatever you assume you deserve, you want to act out. You want to cut people off and act like they're taking advantage of you, act like they're a bad person. And in reality, you're just an asshole. You're just a child. That's all it is. That's all it is. And nobody has the freaking the thick enough skin to tell you this. And there's so many more things that make a grown man a child. And it's just not enough time to cover all those things. And these are just the things that just came up in my spirit as I was recording and speaking to y'all, man. And I want to put this out there for y'all because there's so many different areas in life in which we can grow. And that's why every day I post a video so I can try to at least cover half of them in my lifetime. And it's a commitment for me to show up every day for y'all because I don't know who this is for. I don't know who this is for. If you made it this far and this is for you, and you say at least one of these things helped me and this resonated with me and this was a wake-up call, put that in the comments so others can know that they're not alone, that they're not the only ones going through this. Don't feel ashamed. Feel enlightened. Feel empowered that you're saying, dang, I didn't realize it until you just said that. And you know what? I got some apologies in order. I got some things I need to change. I got some things I need to work on. So today I'm starting. I'm going to work on it and I'm going to get better. Today I'm going to work on it and I'm going to get better. And then every day, we just do the best we can. We do the best we can, right? Because you ain't got 100% every day. Sometimes you giving it your all might be 40% today. That's all you got. But we're going to show up and we're going to give it all we got. We're going to show up and we're going to give it all we got. It's going to compound, and it's going to compound, and it's going to get better. It's going to snowball. We're going to build momentum. We're going to build momentum. And then pretty soon, it ain't nothing nobody can say because we're on top of our shit. And we don't need no more constructive criticism because we're already on top of it. We're already on top of it. You can't tell me nothing about myself I'm not already aware of, that I'm not already working on. And if you can, I appreciate you. I gotta have you around. If you can tell me something about myself that I need to work on that I ain't aware of already, I gotta keep you around. I gotta keep you around. I gotta keep you around because you know something. You know something. I need that. I need that in my life. 100%. And y'all